Welcome to another edition of In the Spotlight with the Minnesota Magicians. I'm Jimmy Lillidahl, play-by-play voice of the Magic. Today I'll sit down with veteran defenseman Derek Olmshank. The Magicians took on the Bismarck Bobcats this past weekend, both games here at Richfield Ice Arena. On Friday night, the Magicians fell to the Bobcats by a final score of 3-2. The Bobcats started the scoring on the power play. Alex Strand found the twine, Tobias Flatterby and Joe Tyron get the assist. Bismarck made it 2-0 with another power play goal. It was the big man Jared Pike, Travis Wood, and Aaron Hurt had assists as the Cats led 2-0 after one period. In the second period, Alex Strand gets a goal, another power play goal for the Bobcats. They had three in this one. Harrison Aid and Hunter Shepard, the goaltender, getting an assist. It went to the third period. The Magicians tried to mount a comeback. Mitch Slattery gets his sixth goal of the season in tight on the backhand. Pretty much no angle, a beautiful shot by Mitch Slattery. This was a power play goal. Casey Jerry had the lone assist. The Magicians got another goal from the captain, Jack Christensen. Jake Gamachia and Matt Sherman had the assists. It was Christensen's 9th goal of the season as the Magicians fell by a final score of 3-2. The Magicians trying to come back late, but not quite enough. Saturday, same opponent, same place, Richfield Ice Arena. The Magicians playing another close hockey game. A lot of penalties in this one. Bismarck had 7 power play chances, and the Magicians had 5. Both teams going 0-4 on the power play. The Bobcats started the scoring in the first period. Willie Brown had the goal. Travis Wood and Aaron Hurt had assists. The Cats came back with a goal from Oskars Abatna, the Latvia native. Jared Pike and Peter von Steenberg get the assist. As it went to the second period with Bismarck leading 2-0, the Magicians got a goal from Tyler Bump. Johnny Panvika and Mason Palmer get the assist. As you can see, Bump goes to the dirty areas and gets a goal right on top of the crease there as Bump gets his 5th goal of the season. The Magicians scored a big goal in the third period as well. Mike Wilson gets his first goal as a member of the Minnesota Magicians, his 11th goal of the season. It was an unassisted goal. Bismarck coughs the puck up, and Mike Wilson makes them pay. The game went to overtime. Before the overtime, the Magicians actually had an opportunity with a minute and a half left. It was a penalty shot. Unfortunately, Pierce Crawford could not find the back of the net, so the game did go to overtime. In the 3-on-3 overtime, Alex Strand found the back of the net for the Bobcats. Oskars Abatna and Peter von Steenberg had the assist as the Cats won 3-2 in overtime on Saturday. The Magicians did get a point on the weekend, but lost 2 games to the Bismarck Bobcats. Welcome back to In the Spotlight with the Minnesota Magicians. I'm alongside veteran defenseman Derek Olmshank. Derek, you played with Cretin-Derham Hall. Where are you from?
Oh, Vinyl Lakes, Minnesota. So just half an hour north of St. Paul in Cretin-Derham Hall.
Okay, Cretin-Derham Hall. A lot of people know about that school. Obviously a good hockey program. You were a captain over there. What was it like playing over there?
Oh, it was such a great experience. I played there for 4 years, and I was a captain for the last 2, and it was just such a, I was so lucky to be able to be a part of it.
You're a multi-sport athlete. You played football, you played baseball and hockey. You had a couple opportunities to play football at the next level. We don't see as many multi-sport athletes now, obviously with hockey being as big as it was. It must have been nice playing all 3 of those sports, and obviously you're a pretty good football player.
Oh yeah, definitely. It was just, so many kids like to specialize now. It was just such a treat that I was able to continue to play all 3 sports through my senior year and stuff like that. And just to be able to hang out with all my friends where so many kids like to leave early now.
Mm-hmm. Talk about your playing style. Obviously, you're a pretty big body. We've seen you play pretty physical so far with the Magic.
Yeah, my style is pretty simple. My job is to be a shutdown defenseman, and make sure that I keep things simple when I get the puck moved to my forward so that I can score, and definitely, do things as being such a big kid, making sure I'm physical out there, blocking shots and doing everything I can to help the team.
About blocking shots, obviously you got the mark on the chin. You took a slap shot from about 3 or 4 feet away this weekend. It got you right in the chin. I was talking to you earlier, that's minimal, an 80-mile-an-hour shot. You took it right to the chin. You barely flinched. I mean, take us through that.
It was just, late in the game, and it was tied, and Bismarck was on the power play. I just wanted to make sure I did everything to make sure that they didn't score. I was trying to block the shot, maybe not with my face, but that's just how it happened. And I was just happy that I was able to finish off the penalty kill and that we were able to hold them off.
So you play this weekend. Are you going to wear a cage, or you're still going to rock the half shield?
Oh no, definitely a visor. So we're not putting on a cage.
For sure, for sure. So the Magicians take on the Austin Bruins this weekend. Obviously, you're familiar with them. You started your junior career down there. They had a coaching change just last summer, so it wasn't the original guys that brought you in. But talk about that right there. I mean, an opportunity to play against your former club.
Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago. My first game with the Magicians. I was actually down in Austin. And it was a little weird being back in the building for the first time on a different team and stuff. But it just brought back so many good memories I've had over the last 2 years. I'm just excited to be able to go back down there again.
And an opportunity for you to come with the Magicians, where you know some of the guys and you played with them down there. Travis Brown, a former Bruin, defenseman Hugo Gallet. So, and obviously you probably know a lot of the other guys from playing in the Elite League. What was it like for you to come here to the Magicians?
That's the thing. It's always tough being the new guy coming in later into the season, but the teammates have been so great. I've known so many of them, playing with them over the years and stuff, and they've just accepted me as one of their own, and that's what's made this place so special.
Talk about the facilities here. You mentioned you come to a new club. The Magicians have been a part of the North American League. This is just the third season, so still kind of a new organization.
Yeah, I think that was one of the things I was most impressed with just from day one. When I got here, just how they handle themselves. It's really been, a top organization, and just how professional everything's been from day one. So.
And then what's it like being, you mentioned you're from Lino Lakes, so you're no longer living with a billet, a chance for you to go home. And, what's that like after living with a billet, down in Austin?
Mm-hmm. That's the thing that's been really nice about this whole experience was, I was able to come home, be close to home, where my family can, and my grandma can come watch me play every single game. And it's just, a great location for all the city kids to, continue playing junior hockey.
Your 95 birthday, this is your last year of junior eligibility. I wanted to ask you about your leadership qualities. Obviously, you're 95. You're one of the better defensemen on the Magicians team. You're going to dress every game. Talking about that, you were a 2-year captain in high school, which is something that's very rare, especially in Minnesota State high school hockey. Where do the leadership qualities come from?
It's just I've had a lot of good role models over the years. I really feel that the first captain I had at Green-Durham Hall, Bob Kinney, he's playing at St. Mary's now. He was really one of the people who really showed me the way, and it's just people throughout the years who have shown me. Like last year I had a great captain with Brian Backnack. It's those guys who have really showed me, what it takes to be a leader and to be a captain.
So the season's somewhat winding down here. Still 15 games left on the docket. We mentioned it's your last year of eligibility. What are some of the things that you're working on within your game?
Well, it's just making sure I come to the rink with a purpose every day. I try to get out there early and make sure I work on one specific skill, whether it's, shooting pucks from the point or making sure I get off a quick pass or something. It's, making sure each day we're trying to get better and continue the season as long as possible.
Jimmy Lillidahl with the column alongside Derek Olmshank, veteran defenseman. Before we go here, talk about your support cast. It's really tough to make a North American Hockey League team. There are teams in the country that will cut anywhere from 250 to 300 kids just to get to the 23. Everybody wants to play in this league. Yeah, there's 22 teams throughout the country. It's really hard to make one of these teams and to stick with one of these teams. Who supported you along the way?
It's definitely from day one. It's been my family, my parents, and my sister. They've always been super supportive. Over the last 2 years, there's been a lot of adversity, a lot of ups and downs, but it's, just making sure they always reminded me, that this is my dream to continue playing hockey and to play hockey at the next level. So it's just, them being there constantly, to help with everything.
Derek, thanks for taking the time.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Welcome back to In the Spotlight with the Minnesota Magicians. A big thanks to veteran defenseman Derek Olmshank for taking the time. This week's wrap-up, the Magicians take on the Austin Bruins at Riverside Arena on the 26th. That's this Friday if you want to drive down to Riverside and catch that game. Otherwise, you can check out the broadcast on fasthockey.com. Saturday, the 27th, is Military Appreciation Night. The Magicians will wear military uniforms. They'll be rocking the camouflage, the red and black. Fans can participate in a silent auction throughout the game, or you can buy it outright on the website if you want to check that out ahead of time, if you're worried about getting a specific number, that kind of thing. Also, the Magicians take on the Aberdeen Wings in March on the 11th and 12th. After the 27th, those are the next 2 home games for the Magic. That's going to do it for another edition of In the Spotlight with the Magicians. So long, everybody.